The surface of our planet is mostly covered by vast, deep oceans, but hundreds of feet beneath the rolling waves, where every single trace of sunlight dies, lies a completely alien world where human life cannot survive without heavy machinery. We are not talking about ancient mythical legends or sci-fi movie props. These monstrous organisms are completely real, thriving right now in the deepest trenches on Earth. From glowing night vision predators to massive sea serpents that inspired centuries of sailor folklore, here is the ultimate deep-sea countdown of the top 10 most terrifying monsters lurking in the ocean depths right now. Coming in at number 10 is the deep-sea lizardfish. At first glance, this strange creature looks as though a land reptile somehow wandered onto the dark ocean floor millions of years ago and adapted perfectly to life in the abyss. Its broad, flattened head truly resembles that of a terrestrial lizard, while its long, muscular body is covered in dense, dark scales that absorb light and make it virtually invisible in the dark water. Covering its head is an oversized mouth lined with several rows of razor-sharp, inward-pointing teeth that make escape virtually impossible once prey is caught inside. Unlike many active hunters in the deep sea, the lizardfish prefers to conserve its energy by lying perfectly still on the ocean floor, relying entirely on the element of surprise. The instant a fish or squid swims within range, the lizardfish launches a lightning-fast strike that lasts only a fraction of a second. Thanks to its incredibly flexible spine and powerful muscle structure, every attack is insanely explosive, turning this motionless creature into one of the most efficient ambush predators in the marine world. Number 9 on our list is the terrifying viperfish. This creature looks as if the darkness of the deep ocean itself has grown teeth. Its long, needle-sharp fangs are so insanely large relative to its body that they cannot even fit inside its mouth, remaining fully exposed even when its jaws are completely closed tight. Its oversized eyes are tuned to detect the faintest flashes of light in the dark, while its long, slender body allows it to launch lightning-fast attacks at a moment's notice. Along its underside are tiny glowing organs called photophores, which serve a dual purpose. They break up the fish's silhouette to camouflage it from predators below, and they allow viperfish to communicate with one another across the void. Extending from the top of its head is a long, modified spine tipped with a bioluminescent lure that functions just like a living fishing rod. Despite its terrifying appearance, the viperfish spends most of its time hovering almost motionless in the water column to save precious energy, waiting for an unsuspecting meal to draw close before snapping shut its terrifying, trap-like jaws. Taking the number 8 spot is the legendary fangtooth. Do not let its modest overall size fool you. This creature looks as though it was designed for one single violent purpose, to carry a set of horrifying jaws. Relative to its body size, the fangtooth possesses some of the largest teeth of any known marine fish in the entire ocean. In fact, its lower fangs are so extraordinarily long that evolution had to build special hollow sockets into its upper jaw just so the mouth could close properly. Without these sockets, the fish would impale its own brain every time it shut its mouth. Its dark, jet-black body absorbs almost every wavelength of light, making it practically invisible in the sunless depths. Because visibility is near zero, the fangtooth cannot afford to be a picky eater. It relies on sudden, short-distance lunges to grab anything that bumps into it, using its powerful jaw muscles and massive teeth to lock onto struggling prey with immense force until the victim gives up the fight. Number 7 brings us to the mysterious black dragonfish. Evolution truly created the ultimate ghost of the deep ocean with this terrifying creature. Its long, snake-like body is covered in jet-black skin that absorbs light like a black hole, while its wide mouth is armed with long, transparent fangs that resemble razor-sharp needles made of glass. But what makes the black dragonfish truly terrifying isn't just its appearance, it is its secret military-grade hunting technology. Directly beneath its eyes, the dragonfish possesses specialized organs capable of emitting a rare red light. Because almost all other deep-sea creatures can only see blue and green light, the black dragonfish effectively carries an invisible red night vision flashlight. It can illuminate its prey from the dark without the prey ever knowing it is being watched. Coupled with a long, glowing lure hanging from its chin to draw in curious victims, this master of stealth tracks down and neutralizes its targets with unmatched sniper precision. Holding down number 6 is the stargazer. This nightmare of the seafloor gets its unusual name from its eyes, which are not located on the sides of its head like most fish, but are instead positioned directly on top, pointing straight up at the sky. The stargazer hunts by burying its entire body completely beneath the loose sand, leaving only its upward-staring eyes and massive, upturned mouth exposed to the open water. From below, this master of camouflage is totally undetectable to anything swimming above it. When an unsuspecting fish wanders just inches away, the stargazer explodes out of the sand with a lightning-fast strike. But its trap gets even worse. Many species of stargazer are equipped with specialized electric organs located behind their eyes that can deliver a stunning electric shock to paralyze prey or ward off larger predators. Combined with venomous spines located near their gill covers, walking or swimming near a buried stargazer is one of the most dangerous mistakes any ocean creature can make. Sliding into the number 5 spot is the haunting vampire squid. Named for its dark burgundy body and the wide webbing of skin stretching between its arms that looks like a draped vampire cloak, this creature is one of the most unique biological marvels of the abyss. Its giant, deep blue eyes take up a huge portion of its head, allowing it to navigate through near total darkness. Scattered across its velvety skin are hundreds of tiny glowing organs that can produce complex patterns of light to confuse anything trying to eat it. When threatened by a larger predator, the vampire squid doesn't spray normal black ink. Instead, it shoots out a cloud of sticky, glowing bioluminescent mucus that dazzles and blinds its attacker in the pitch-black water. If that isn't enough to scare off a threat, it can pull its webbed arms entirely over its head, turning itself inside out to expose rows of soft, fleshy spines while protecting its most delicate body parts. At number 4, we have the iconic humpback anglerfish. This creature looks like nature tried to see just how bizarre a deep-sea predator could possibly get when sunlight was removed from the world. Its body is short, hunched, and covered in pitch-dark skin, featuring a massive, disproportionate mouth filled with long, needle-like teeth that snap shut like a heavy steel trap. Above its head extends its most famous weapon, a flexible, pole-like spine tipped with a glowing bioluminescent bulb. In the pitch-black void, this glowing bait sways gently back and forth, tempting hungry fish directly toward its waiting mouth. But its strange biology doesn't stop there. Humpback anglerfish exhibit extreme sexual dimorphism, where females grow dozens of times larger than males. The males are born tiny and without the ability to hunt effectively on their own. Once a male finds a female, he bites onto her belly and releases enzymes that melt his mouth into her skin, permanently fusing his blood vessels with hers, and spending the rest of his life as a tiny, living parasite dedicated solely to reproduction. Number 3 on our countdown is the mind-bending barrel-eye fish. Straight out of a high-concept science fiction movie, the top of this fish's head is entirely transparent, covered by a clear, fluid-filled dome that looks like a crystal glass cockpit. Nestled safely inside this see-through skull are 2 bright green, tube-shaped eyes. For decades, marine biologists believed these glowing green eyes were fixed in place, permanently staring upward to spot the silhouettes of prey drifting overhead. However, scientists eventually discovered that the barrel eye can actually rotate its eyes inside its transparent head, allowing it to look straight ahead when it swims or upward when it hunts. The bright green lenses act as a natural filter, cutting through the faint sunlight filtering down from above so it can pinpoint tiny jellyfish and crustaceans. Its delicate glass-like skull shields its sensitive eyes from the stinging tentacles of its prey, making it one of the most specialized hunters on the planet. Coming in at number 2 is the giant oarfish, the creature that shatters every normal expectation of what a fish should look like. Stretching to astonishing lengths of up to 30 or 40 feet, this shimmering, metallic ribbon-like giant is officially the longest bony fish in the world. Running down the entire length of its silver body is a vibrant red dorsal fin that culminates in a dramatic crown-like crest resting above its head. The oarfish rarely swims horizontally like a normal fish. Instead, it floats completely vertically in the deep water, swaying gently with the currents like a giant underwater ribbon. Because it lives thousands of feet below the surface, encounters with living oarfish are exceptionally rare, and when sick or dying individuals occasionally wash ashore, they create worldwide headlines. It is widely believed by historians and scientists that ancient sightings of these massive crown-headed ribbonfish at the surface were the exact historical origin for centuries of terrifying sailor myths regarding ocean-crushing sea serpents. Finally, taking the undisputed #1 spot on our list is the legendary giant squid. Reaching mind-boggling lengths of over 42 feet long, this monster of the deep was dismissed as a myth for centuries before science proved its existence. Possessing eyes the size of giant dinner plates, the largest eyes of any animal on Earth, the giant squid can detect the faintest glimmers of light in the pitch-black ocean depths. Its massive body is propelled through the water using a high-powered jet propulsion system that blasts pressurized water out of its mantle. To capture prey, it extends two massive feeding tentacles that are heavily lined with hundreds of serrated, sharp-toothed suction cups that lock onto flesh with absolute grip. In the dark depths of the ocean, the giant squid engages in legendary full-scale battles with its ultimate arch-nemesis, the sperm whale. Deep-sea divers and scientists frequently observe massive circular suction cup scars burned into the thick skin of sperm whales, serving as living proof of the violent, invisible war taking place thousands of feet beneath the ocean waves.